Hi guys, so here we are in the next video of the wig making series. So here I'm showing you the supplies that I'm using. I have my needles and push pins, a pair of scissors, and a nylon thread that we're going to use to sew the bundles onto the wig cap. And here is the wig cap I'm using. It's a stretchy nylon wig cap that I bought from Amazon, and I bought it in the size extra large. I actually bought the large and the extra large, tried them on, and saw that the extra large one fits the best. So that's what we're going to use today to start making the wig. And here I have a foam head that I used before, and in preparation to save time, I just threaded a bunch of needles and put them in the foam head to get ready to sew on the bundles onto the wig head. And this is the wig head and the wig stand that I use. Again, I got it from Amazon. I did make a video showing all the supplies that I purchased from Amazon, and I will link it in the cards. And this is the wig head in 22 inches. I believe the brand is GOX, and that's what I'm going to use. And I have my wig stand here. And the next thing I'm showing you now is the different bundles. So this is the Brazilian Silky Straight from Touch Me Textures, which is my hair company. And I have 3 bundles of 16, 18, and 20 inches. And I also have a 16-inch frontal. This is a 16-inch frontal, and I bleached the knots, and I showed you in a video how I went ahead and I bleached the knots. So this is what we're gonna use to make this wig today. Sped up the video a little bit. I already placed the wig head on, the wig cap on the wig stand. I am placing the frontal onto the wig cap in preparation to sew it down. And as you see, I braided the hair and pin it up to pull it out of the way. And now I'm going to use the T-pins and make sure that it's nice and flush to the head, because you want to be able to make sure that you have no real the pockets, because it will not come out looking right. So here I am pasting just a few more T-pins onto the frontal and the wig cap, and now we're getting ready to sew on the frontal. Showing you how I thread the needle. I actually had it thread in just by one strand, and then you're gonna see what happened here in a minute. Just making sure it's not tangled, and I could actually go ahead and sew. I'm starting in the middle of the frontal, towards the middle of the head, and I'm gonna sew from the middle and take it to the left, and then I'm gonna come back to the middle, and then I'm gonna sew and take it to the right. So the way I do the sewing, I make sure I grab some of the nylon wig cap, and I make sure that not sticking too far down into the wig head, because it can happen where it'll get messed up. So now you see me pulling through, but because it's a single strand and the knot is really tiny, it's just gonna pull right out. So I had to make sure that I double the strands of the thread. I thought it would have come out kind of thick if I had it double, but as it turned out, it was fine. So I doubled up the strands, and I'm going back and starting over. Alright, so here I'm showing you how I sew it. I sped it up a little bit. So the way I do it is I push the needle through the nylon and into the frontal itself, do a double wrap around the needle and pull through. And it didn't get tangled. Just make sure that the frontal was secured to the wig head. So now that I'm done all that, I sped it up like I said, You don't have to stand there and watch me sew it. I'm now tying it off, where making sure that I am knotting the thread so that it doesn't unravel later on and you have problems. So I knot the thread, I believe it was 3 times, and then make sure that you cut off the excess thread. And this is after I've sewed down both sides of the frontal onto the wig cap. So now we're going to get ready to install our first bundle. So here I'm showing you the first bundle I'm getting ready to install. And again, this hair is from Touch Me Textures, which is my hair website. I'm going to leave the link below for you to shop my website, touchmetextures.com. And the way we're going to do this now, you see in the back where it's kind of loose, I am going to make sure that I secure the wig head even more, the wig cap even more to the wig head. And by doing so, I'm going to pull down on the elastic in the back, pull it down as far as it could stretch, and using T-pins secure the wig cap to the wig head. And use as many T-pins as you feel necessary in that that area right there, because you're not going to put any tracks on there. You're not going to put any of the bundles on that section right there. So you could use as many pins as you need to make sure that it's secure. And here we are getting ready to install our first bundle. I just want to give you a close-up of the quality of the hair. So again, this is the Brazilian Silky Straight from Touch Me Textures. And I'm preparing the hair to start putting on the first bundle. And the way I do it is I double fold and bring the wefts together to make it thicker. So you don't have your hair looking thin in the back when you do so. So double fold over the wefts and bring them together to make it look even thicker. And isn't this hair beautiful, guys? Brazilian Silky Straight. Just giving you another close-up look of the hair. As we get ready to put in our first bundle. Again, I'm showing you that you're not putting any hair onto the band. You're going to put it right there, right above the band. That's where you're going to put your first bundle. You're going to curve it all around from ear to ear, and you're going to use T-pins to secure them. Showing you what it looks like after the T-pin is inside and secured. And we're going to start sewing. And like I showed you with the frontal, you're going to grab some of the nylon and then make sure you put the needle through the weft. If you can, it's kind of hard to put it through the weft. You could try that. If not, make sure that you do grab the hair in a secure way, and you bring the curved needle through, wrap the thread around the needle twice, and then pull through. And it's kind of tricky at first. You may get tangled, but you'll get the hang of it as you keep sewing. So here we're speeding it up. So there it is. First bundle is attached. If you notice, I did not cut the weft. I'm just going to take the bundle around, but to help me guide myself as far as sewing on the wefts, so let me just draw some lines. I picked up this this technique by watching videos on YouTube. So I got a white eyeliner, and I'm going to draw lines on to the wig cap, and then use those lines to guide me as I sew the wefts onto the wig cap. I'm showing you how I draw the first one, and then of course we're going to speed it up in the interest of time. So there it is, it's complete. We're prepped to go on and sew on the wefts. As you can see, I'm pointing out that there, it might be a little bit too wide, the lines, but we're going to sew on the wefts, and if we need to put more wefts onto it after viewing the wig when it's done being made, then we'll add more wefts. Or more hair. I keep saying wefts. More bundles. Bundles up and bundles up and bundles. And again, using T-pins and making sure I secure the hair to the wig head before I keep sewing. Okay guys, I am done making the wigs. As you see, I'm in a different color top because this wig took me about 4 days to make. It was not easy to do. I have a newfound level of respect for people who do this for a living. So here I am showing you the wig that I've completed, and as you could see, it's kind of thin towards the bottom, and I'm going to show you why in a few minutes. But I was very proud of myself at this point. My first time making a wig, and it looks so good. So I sewed on the wefts and I combed down the frontal, and this is the first look at the completed wig. But of course, like I said, we're not done yet because it looks very thin. I'm here just showing you how it combs through, how smooth the hair is. And it comes through with a fine tooth comb, and then I have my paddle brush and I'm brushing again to show you, just to show you how it looks. And as you could see right through the hair. If you look at the bottom real good, you could see right through, and you're looking at the wig head beneath. So let's take a look as to why it's so thin. Okay, so let's take a look at the wefts that I that I sewed on. So in a second here, you're gonna see all the gaps between the bundles. All the gaps. See, when I showed you before, when I drew the lines on that, I may have to add more bundles. As you can see right here, that's a no-no. I need more bundles in order to fill those spaces. I made the lines, the spaces between the lines, too wide. And again, as you can see towards the top, that's towards the middle. Yeah, that's too wide. I need to add at least 2 tracks could fit there. So I have to go back in and add more bundle. And I believe at this point I had only used a bundle and a half, and I was like, something is wrong, because I know the videos that I watch on YouTube, people are always using 3 and 4 bundles, and I'm like, I've only used a bundle and a half. This can't be right. So I was prepared to go in and add more bundles anyway, but like I said, to make this wig, it took a while. It is not easy to do a sew on. Now I see why people do the quick weave and use the glue method. Alright, so now I've added more bundles. Again, you see I'm in a different shirt. Took me a few more days to get this done. So I'm in a different top, and this is after I've gone in and I've added more bundles. So at this point I've added 2.5 bundles, and this is what I have left. So if later on I still want to go in and add more, I can. So here's a closer look at the spaces that I've put more hair in. See, that's another space where I may be able to add another bundle later on if I want to. But you don't want to like make it too tight, because then the hair gets bulky and it wouldn't look good. So that's why I was kind of cautious. So just taking a closer look at the hair itself, so making a ponytail and showing you what the thickness is and how the hair flows and the body it has. Nice and shiny and full of body. And now we are getting ready to cut off the wig cap underneath the frontal, so I'm just getting prepared for that. So I'll take out the T-pins from the frontal and just bring the frontal back, exposing the wig cap, and the part of the wig cap that's exposed, that's the area that we're gonna cut. And when you're cutting, be careful not to cut the thread that you've just used to sew the frontal onto the wig cap. And there we go. We've cut that piece off, but we're not going to get rid of the elastic band. We're going to use that to secure the wig even more to your head. And here we are, just brushing through in preparation to install this wig. So like I said, that elastic band that you cut off, do not throw it away. We're going to use it to sew to the back of the wig. You know, you've seen on YouTube where ladies buy elastic band to help you secure your wig. We're going to use that elastic band to do it. So we've come to the end of this video. I just wanted to show you the process that I use to make the wig. And in the next video, we are going to do the install. I'm going to show you how I put it on, what I used to put it on. But what do you think, guys? My first wig I'm making from scratch. I bought all the supplies from Amazon and used bundles from my hair company to make this wig, and I think I did a pretty good job. I'm kind of proud of myself. What do you think? Comment below and let me know what you think of my first wig. Look at me gloating. Yes, I am loving it. I can't wait for you to see the video of the install.